Rio and Wayne are with Gabriel Clark.
Wayne, Rio, well done. If ever there was a night for patience, that was it. Wayne.
Yeah, definitely. I think first half we had a couple of chances. Maybe could have went in at the break, 1 or 2 up, but it went to be. We knew we had to be patient and not rush it, not just kick the ball long. We knew the chances to come and we'd take them. So thankfully we took them tonight and ended up with an easy victory in the end.
Rio, it was edgy. I mean, is that one of the more important goals you've scored? The timing of it tonight?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think the first goal is always the most important. We had a couple of half chances in the first half. The one that flashed across to Emil. If that goes in, it's a totally different first half. But we kept plugging away. Second half, created some openings, and Wazaria put a couple away, and I was lucky to get on the score sheet myself as well.
What was the key?
I think, as you said before, just being patient. We knew we had to be patient. You know, Kazakhstan come here and they put up a good game for us, and we know we can play better. But as I say, the result was the main thing today, to make sure we keep getting them points on the board, and be delighted with that.
Yeah, Rio, so much confidence after Croatia. Was tonight in danger of denting all that confidence?
You'd say so, maybe, but I think at the end of the day, as I said, the result is the most important thing. Obviously, we'd like to play better than we did today, especially in the first half, but saying that, we won 5-1, so we could do better, but as I said, 3 points on the board, we're pleased with that.
Now, the one sad note, we talk about the Wembley fear factor, and at one moment, Ashley Cole's getting booed. What are you thinking as captain when you hear that?
It's disappointing. I think when any player makes a mistake, all you want to do is get behind him and make sure you kind of G him up and make sure his next touch, he gets his confidence back and plays himself back into the game. And it doesn't help really when the fans are booing one of your own players, and hopefully the people that have done that maybe feel a bit ashamed for themselves. And as I said, I thought Ashley played well today, other than that one blip that he made. But as I said, everyone makes mistakes and you've got to get on with it.
On to Belarus. Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Margin of victory was fine, but it was hard work at times, and if anything, Graham, it's left us even more confused.
Certainly left me confused. It's difficult. I mean, Kazakhstan worked ever so hard. Obviously, towards the end of the game, they tired, but didn't they give it a good go? I mean, at 2-0, Ashley Cole's obviously made the mistake, and we all said, it's a disgrace when your own supporters start booing you. I mean, that impacts on everyone, and we don't want to see that. He didn't mean to make the mistake. But ultimately, we got ourselves going again, and ended up finishing quite comfortably, but it was hard work.
4-3-3 in the first half, and we were getting nowhere. 4-4-2 in the second half. Is that the way forward?
I think so. I have to give some credit to Kazakhstan in the first half, because they worked so hard to, stifle England, and it really worked. The change of system and Kazakhstan tiring, I think, made England a little flattering with the score, but it came from 2 set pieces.
Yeah, thank goodness for set pieces as well.
Yeah, Rio's done well there. He's just sort of drifted off his defender. The goalkeeper comes and doesn't get it. A little bit of a clatter in the bodies. No one on the back post, and Rio pops it into an empty net, and that was just what they needed, that sort of scenario to get them going. And this one, Graham, again, it's a great ball in from Frank.
2 excellent set pieces from Frank Lampard, and it just you can't defend against that. I mean, obviously it's an own goal, but the defender cannot do anything. The ball's dipping, it's going in on the goal, and ultimately, that gave us the break that we needed. And then you hope that settles the team down, and we should go on and comfortably win.
And the Ashley Cole moment was a horrible one, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, fullback union here. I felt for him, but I mean, he made the mistake with the very first touch, really. When
have a look at this, Graham. Let's just roll this on at this point. It's a free kick. It's boomed up in the air. Just at this point, when the ball's coming down, I'll freeze it just about there. That ball's coming out of the sky. Can Ashley not take this on the full?
Exactly.
Instead of that, he lets it bounce, Sam.
Or head it.
Or head it, do whatever. Look, watch.
Look.
Lets it bounce.
Yeah.
And now at this point, he's got to deal with it. Now, I just want to freeze it where the skipper. Now, look, I'll just freeze it there. Have a look at Rio. Just at that point, whoops-a-daisy, one too many. But you can see him. He's actually pointing to go on, go back home to the goalkeeper. But everyone's static. Everyone's static. Nobody's moving. And this little cookie who just takes a chance, has a gamble.
But nobody expects Ashley Cole to make a mistake like that, do they? And that's why
you don't expect it, but you should do.
As
Sam.
a defender,
as top-class players, you should expect that, because he could always do it, and it happened. And at that point, they'd had chances. They're right back in the game. And you're thinking, don't know what's going to go on here now for the next 10 or 15 minutes. That's a finish, by the way.
It's a proper heart-in-your-mouth moment, though. Hey,
look at this full reaction.
There was a spell, though, lads, weren't there, when that happens quite often, that our defenders weren't doing the job properly, and the Kazakhstan players got quite a few half chances, you know what I mean? And in the end, they capitalised on one. So that's a little bit of a worry that, the solitude.
Beckham came on and had an effect, which is a positive thing for England. What do we feel about Belarus now in midweek? after the way we finish this one off?
I think we've got to, you know, obviously the system is going to be important. I think we'll go and play well. I think that the essential parts of the game are very good. It's the when to hold, when to go forward, and when to sort of control the game, and we didn't do that so well tonight. No.
I think when you play away from home, you defend first, and then you go and attack. Here, to go and attack and attack and attack and attack and attack. Yeah. And I think that's where, you know, we found it a little difficult to break down the opposition. But when we played away from home, particularly in Croatia, we defend, and then exploit the spaces and did exceptionally well. So back to that.
I think we can hear now from Fabio Capello, who's with Gabriel.
Fabio, 5-1, is that a flattering result, or did you deserve it?
No, it's a good result, and we played a good second half, also in the first half, but after 2-0, we have more occasion to score the third goal, but as a young did one mistake. I don't understand why the crowd boo against one player, a single player. So when you play, you can do one mistake. This is, you have to help the players more when he do the mistake. This is.
What does that tell you about the Wembley crowd's mentality?
Well, I don't know, but the crowd help us a lot, very, very well. But politics, I don't understand why against Ashley Young for one mistake.
But two things remain to be achieved, Andy. Lampard and Gerrard sorting them out in midfield and winning over this Wembley crowd. It's a big thing and quite a big issue, isn't it?
I think everybody all the crowd came here tonight with a really positive sort of outlook and hoping that there was going to be a sparkling England performance. Look, they got 5 goals, they got 3 points. Still plenty to work on, though. It's big questions now, big questions for him to think about over the next few days is Gerrard and Lampard. 4-4-2, this 4-3-3 that he was talking about before the game that was going to be a great new formation. Lots of good possession, but it didn't really work for me. I think 4-4-2, I agree with Sam. And I honestly think that Gareth Barry should go back in and it's Gerrard or Lampard for me. I think he has to pick one of the two and be brave and go with it.
Andy, thanks very much indeed. Sam, Graham, thank you as well.